My name is Nick Blackburn. I'm the lead faculty at Mid-Michigan Community College Welding Technology Program. One of the big reasons why I got into teaching is that actually when I worked for ESOB Welding and Cutting Products, I went out and did a lot of industrial training. And the best thing I loved about industrial training was teaching someone who really wanted to learn a new skill. When I started seeing that what I was teaching, people were really responding well to me, I wanted more of it. I realized that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I love the interaction with the students. I love helping a student learn something new, learn a new process, build something that they're working on at home, and overall help them get a job. Give them a skill that they can go put food on their table with, and something that really the economy needs. In 2014, there's going to be over 450,000 welding jobs available, as well as if you take a look at welding in general, over 50% of the things the United States manufactures has welding related to it in its manufacturing. Think about the chair you sit on, think of the bus that you drove in on, think of something that isn't related to welding. Even inside of your cell phone you're using now, there's also soldering, which is also a welding process. Welding touches everybody's life, whether you know it or not. With the certificate program at Mid-Michigan Community College, you can expect probably to start off in the mid $30,000 a year range. If you go on through your 4-year, you can probably, with a welding engineering degree, you can expect probably the mid 60s to upper 60s. If you go and get a master's, it's easily into the six-figure digits. Why you should really get a welding certificate is that the average age of welders is now approaching their late 50s, early 60s. So the United States, and especially certain areas in Michigan, are going to see a resurgence in a need for welders. It's a great opportunity to get into welding because the job field's going to be wide open once all these welders start retiring. The age range for my welding program is basically juniors in high school, which are a dual enrolled student, all the way up. There is no real age limit to learning something new. So my oldest student would probably be about 65. The students are really going to get a first-hand experience from day one. Students going to be able to go from my welding program, see an application in the field, and most likely be able to identify the process or the wire that they need to use in order to complete that welded assignment. In our classroom, we have a lot of really nice, very expensive equipment. The students from basically day one are going to get an opportunity to use things like line burners, which help you cut bevels or straight lines in the thick plate. The students are also going to be able to experience Mig Welding, or what's gas metal arc welding. A lot of times students use that process when they're repairing auto body, they're building a trailer. Also, a lot of high production welds use that, or high production welding uses that. Students will also be exposed to stick welding or shielded metal arc welding, which is used a lot of times on farm-related things. It's also used in pipe. It's used in a lot of times when you can't really get a gas bottle next to your welding process. Another process they'll be using is gas tungsten arc welding, also known as TIG. A lot of times it's used for very thin gauge things. It's also used for pipe welding, and you'll see TIG welding almost predominantly used for aluminum welding. So the students, by the time they're graduating, will have welded in all the positions with all the different processes on many different applications. We have a class that we actually focus on sculpture. The students get the opportunities to build something that they've always wanted to build. So if they're really into sculpture, or they've always wanted to build a utility trailer, the class is offered that they can kind of build their dreams. They bring in their material, buy their own material, and then we help guide them through the process of fabrication.
The best part about Mig Welding courses is the instructors.
They're pretty small class sizes, and you get a lot of one-on-one time, and then the professors really know what they're doing, and they really make sure that you know what you're doing.
They walk you through it step by step. You're not just thrown in there and expected to do things. I like doing things with my hands. I like seeing what I can take from my mind and put it into a project.
I was going into business management, and I liked it, but I don't like sitting in a classroom that much, and I wanted something a little more hands-on, so my advisor recommended me trying welding, and I tried it for 1 semester and I really liked it, and so I'm going to stick with it.
Take the chance, take the risk, pay attention to all the minor details like that the instructor throws out, because minor details are what make welding what it is.
My advice would be to definitely go to class, because every class you learn something new, and if you miss one class, everything builds off that. So it's really nice if you just go to every class and just keep going.
Coming into my welding program, you can really start off at 0 experience or just experience in the garage. Either way, if you take an entry-level welding course, I'm going to take you whether you know a little bit or a lot, and really refine your welding skills and your knowledge of the overall given processes. If you need more information on the welding program at Mid-Michigan Community College, please go to the website at midmich.edu or email me at nblackmer@midmich.edu.